still can't work out if this is a joke or if this is serious. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching The Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. Just want to say thank you for all of you new members who have joined. If you'd like to become a YouTube member, I'll put a link in the description. Callum. Anyone heard of Callum? This is their new electric car. Now, what you're looking at, it costs, well, the cheapest version of this is 102,000 US dollars. So about 155,000 Australian dollars. It's very small too. It's 4 meters long. So it's smaller than a BYD Dolphin. It's only just a little bit longer than a BYD Seagull, put it that way. For $102,000. So, I mean, I saw this article and I'm thinking to myself, well, okay, maybe this thing is like a proper performance car, you know, real serious performance car. So the cheapest version of this at $102,000, maybe it's not so bad because it's like some kind of mini supercar, right? Well, yeah, no, sadly, it's not. In fact, the interior to me looks like some kind of kit car. It's ridiculous. The dials look cheap. Everything looks like it's just been glued in there. Honestly, the entire thing looks like, to me, a joke. And I can't believe this is serious. But for somehow, they've gotten media reports all over the world on this vehicle. It's truly bizarre. So what are you getting for your money? Well, as I said before, it's small. It's 159 inches long. That's about 4 meters and has a 42 kilowatt hour NMC battery pack. No solid state battery here. It's got all-wheel drive though, and an estimated range of a staggering 170 miles. That's 274 kilometers. The car apparently will accelerate from 0 to 100 or 0 to 96 kilometers an hour, which is 0 to 60 miles an hour in less than 4 seconds. And it will cost, well, the starting price is 102,000 US dollars, which is around 80,000 pounds. And it goes up in price to 110,000 pounds, which is 140,000 US dollars. Well over 200,000 Australian dollars for the more premium version of this vehicle. Not really sure what's more premium about it, but yeah, it doesn't get a bigger battery for that price. So I'm curious to know, do you guys think this brand Callum has a chance to succeed? Now, this company is actually, well, they say that they are a young, energetic British design and engineering consultancy creating and crafting bespoke products and delivering premium services. Here's the thing, I don't really see what's premium about this vehicle, but maybe I'm missing something. Guys, if you know what I'm missing, please let me know in the comments. But either way, I think this is the most ridiculously overpriced EV or probably even vehicle that I've ever seen in my entire life. Thanks for watching. Renewable energy has just broken more records here in Australia. And this comes amidst the incredible disruption of solar and battery power worldwide. We're seeing growth this year of 29.5% versus last year. Now, to give you some context on this, this is literally the definition of exponential growth because last year, solar rose worldwide by 87%. That's an additional 29.5% on top of the 87% last year. And this means that we're on track globally to hit 9 terawatt hours of energy. In the last 5 years, we have more than doubled the amount of solar worldwide. And here in Australia, well, honestly, a lot of Australians are playing a pretty big part. And I am kind of privileged to be part of that. Really, really stoked because my solar system is generating enough electricity to power 2 EVs every day on average. Crazy, I know. Anyway, if you want to use the solar company that I used, Resync Solar, they're amazing and I highly, highly recommend them. I'll put a link in the description, so if you want to check them out, you can. Renewables have hit a record 102.5% of grid demand in a sign of the future of Australia. Now, we know the coalition government, the incumbent government who want to get in the next election, they are promising they will scrap renewable energy in Australia, scrap all the new plans coming in, all the new big batteries, all the solar farms, wind farms that are proposed and that are on track to be built. They'll scrap them in order to build very, very big nuclear power plants, which will take at least 10 years to be constructed. And the plan is then just use lots and lots of coal and wait until these nuclear power plants are built. Now, that would add approximately $1,000 to your cost of electricity per year. Don't do that. Just get solar, and then you can avoid having to deal with the stress of whatever government does. If that government gets in, that will be very stressful for a lot of people. You can really avoid a lot of that by getting solar and, creating most of your own energy yourself. If you have an electric car, then, well, you can be almost fully self-sufficient by, generating your own power for your EV and for your household. The level of potential renewables here in Australia, though, right now, the combination of wind, solar, and hydro energy that was actually produced and curtailed hit a record of 102.1% of electricity demand yesterday. 102.1%. That's on the entire Australian grid. Unfortunately, a lot of that is curtailed because the truth is here in Australia, in many places, we can't yet turn off some of these power plants. So gas power plants, coal power plants, we haven't figured out a way yet to turn them off. We can reduce the capacity significantly down to about a quarter of their normal capacity, a quarter of their normal use, which is great, but we can't completely turn them off. And so that means that a lot of this solar that is being generated, a lot of this renewable energy is being generated, has to be wasted. Of course, with some of the biggest batteries in the world being built in Australia, that will only last for so long. Within a few years' time, most of the energy will be able to be sucked up into these mega batteries, and then we can use that energy like California does in the peak time of the day. The grid will love it. It'll be fantastic for you guys, and cost of electricity will decline. Those peak times between 6 to 10 p.m. will be basically 100% supported by mega batteries. The level of potential renewables, therefore, the combination of wind, solar, and hydro energy produced and curtailed hit 102% of demand. The new record was reached at 12:25 p.m. on Wednesday this week, according to GPE MLog, says reneweconomy.com.au. They also said that this beat the previous peak of 101.5%. That was set nearly a year ago. The actual share of generation did not reach a new peak on Wednesday. That stands at 72.1% according to data from the Australian Market Energy Operator. And that's because, like I said, unfortunately, we can't yet shut down these power plants completely. Now, they will be. Australia absolutely will be. By 2035, I predict that there'll be no more fossil fuels here in Australia. And if you want to know exactly why, I detailed the reasons why in a video I just did today, which is about solar growing faster than anyone imagined, even more than what Tony Seba predicted. What this means is that wholesale electricity prices fell below zero. And an oversupply of electricity and the need for most coal generators to keep operating at a minimum capacity meant that a lot of this electricity was just destroyed, essentially.